In today's video we will talk about some other and less talked about methods of mental abuse. In addition to the more well-known methods such as verbal abuse and manipulation, there are other subtle yet insidious forms of emotional and mental abuse that can be just as damaging to a person's mental health and well-being. Once again I will begin by defining the mental abuse. Mental health abuse is a form of emotional abuse that can have significant and long-lasting effects on an individual's mental health and well-being. It is a type of abuse where one person uses tactics to control, manipulate, or intimidate another person through their mental health. What does mental abuse also looks like? 1. Spiritual abuse. Spiritual abuse involves using religion or spiritual beliefs to control or manipulate the victim. This can involve using religious texts or teachings to justify abusive behavior, or even forbidding the victim from practicing their own beliefs. The abuser may also use the victim's spiritual beliefs as a way to shame or guilt them into compliance. 2. Financial abuse. Financial abuse involves using money or financial resources to control the victim. This can involve restricting access to funds or controlling how the victim spends their money. The abuser may also use financial threats or punishments to coerce the victim into complying with their demands. 3. Intellectual abuse. Intellectual abuse involves undermining the victim's intelligence, knowledge, or skills. The abuser may belittle the victim's opinions or ideas, or even withhold information or education from them. This can cause the victim to doubt their own abilities and lead to feelings of insecurity and inferiority. 4. Reverse gaslighting. Reverse gaslighting involves the abuser accusing the victim of gaslighting them. This can be a form of projection, where the abuser shifts blame onto the victim and creates confusion and doubt in their mind. The victim may feel guilty or responsible for the abuser's behavior, which can lead to feelings of self-doubt and anxiety. Honor-based violence. Honor-based violence is a form of mental abuse where the woman's behavior is controlled and restricted in the name of family honor. This can involve restricting her freedom, monitoring her behavior, and even forcing her into marriage or abortion against her will. 6. Emotional blackmail. Emotional blackmail is a common tactic used in mental abuse where the abuser uses the woman's emotions to control and manipulate her. This can include threats of suicide, threats to leave or divorce, or playing on her feelings of guilt or obligation. 7. Victim blaming. Victim blaming is a form of mental abuse where the woman is blamed for the abuse she is experiencing. This can include being told that she is responsible for the abuse or that she is overreacting, which can leave her feeling trapped and unsupported. 8. Love bombing. Love bombing is a manipulative tactic where the abuser showers the victim with affection, gifts, and attention in the beginning stages of a relationship. This can create a false sense of security and trust, which the abuser can then exploit to control and manipulate the victim later on. The victim may feel guilty for questioning the abuser's intentions or actions, as they have been conditioned to believe that they are loved and cared for. 9. Microaggressions. Microaggressions are subtle forms of discrimination or prejudice that can be used as a form of emotional and mental abuse. This can include using derogatory language or making negative comments about the victim's identity, such as their race, gender, or sexuality. These small but frequent acts can have a cumulative effect on the victim, causing them to feel marginalized and invalidated. 10. Another lesser common but a really important method used by the abusers is called gaslighting by proxy. Gaslighting by proxy involves using other people, such as friends or family members, to manipulate the victim's perception of reality. The abuser may spread rumors, make false accusations, or enlist the help of others to convince the victim that they are crazy or paranoid. This can lead to feelings of isolation and mistrust, as the victim may feel that they have no one to turn to for support.